Oh my gosh, Damien, I don't have enough time. I can barely get enough time to think about the things that I need to schedule. Where am I going to find the time in my schedule to be able to do some of these things? I mean, I've heard it all. I've actually even said it all. You see, one of the things that we try to do is in our area of productivity is managing our time. Right? Well, I think we should really think about this concept of time, first of all. I want to be able to challenge this concept, this framework, and understand that it's just a framework of analysis of time. We have to change our relationship with time. Traditionally, time has been seen as a measurement of moments to moment, from a linear perspective, if you will, from past, present, and future, from minutes, seconds, days, weeks, months, years. However, I want us to think about time differently, as a different concept or mental framework, which is basically just a set of beliefs our mind creates, or a set of shortcuts, if you will, for us to be able to understand how to manage our relationship with the reality that we're in. Now, I'm not going to dive too much into the philosophy in and around these concepts. I think there are plenty of physicists that can explain this better. However, one of the things I want to be able to do is utilize this concept of time, this measurements from a linear perspective, and shift it. Shift it to a different measurement, a time as a measurement of energy expenditure. You see, when we think about the energy expenditures throughout the day, that's essentially what we're trying to do is not so much of managing our time, but be able to produce, be productive, to feel this need that you're approaching and reaching your goal through the output of tangible outcomes or deliverables, things that you're trying to get done. Unfortunately, often we see that people try to stack their schedule, stack their calendars from the moment they wake up to the wee hours of the evening, and going into the weeks, days, and even months and years. This is a surefire way of burnouts. Now, I'm not going to tell you that those ways don't work, because they kind of do sometimes work. Unfortunately, it comes at a heavy toll and a heavy price. However, this analysis of being able to understand it as a unit of measurement of energy expenditure allows us to think about differently, to manage our energy throughout a certain moment of time. So think about this way. Think about the last time you felt productive. You felt like you were getting things done. What were you doing at that point in time? Do you feel as though you are a morning person and you feel the most productive? The things that you're getting done seem to be just checking off your list. Or do you feel like that you get a little bit exhausted and tired in the afternoon? And then maybe after a big meal, then you're just kind of like exhausted and tired and you don't really feel that productive, but yet you're still trying to do a lot of things. Or in the evening, like myself, I tend to be a night owl. I feel like I'm the most productive during that time. Now, it is unique for every single person out there, but as a leader, you have to start to understand who you are and what you're feeling at it throughout the day and what you're doing especially, because certain tasks kind of give you this return of like energy. Just like a generator, you tend to feel most productive when you think that things are going great. And then you get a surge of adrenaline going, yes, I got this, and you want to do it more. So what are those tasks that you're doing? How much time does it take you to do those tasks? These are things that allows you to say, all right, how am I going to organize my schedule, my calendar, in such a way that the work that I'm doing and the place at which I'm doing it, or even the time of day that I'm doing it, gets organized in this manner? I mean, in this day and age, do you find yourself missing the office, that you feel like you like the hustle and bustle of people running around, then that allowed you to get things done during that moment? Or do you really don't want to go back to the office and you find that you're most productive at home, the quietness of your home and serenity? And so it's unique for every single person. But managing your schedule in the environment, the time that you spend during there, is a perfect way to utilize time management. Now, I'm not going to say that there are different hacks out there that kind of thinks about time in so many different ways. But we can't just think about time as this linear concept anymore. We have to think about how we can leverage our different frameworks. Because, in all honesty, as a manager and leader, you're going to have to start to shift your concepts, your frameworks in such a way that allows you to change or reframe how you see your workload. Now, it's not easy. It takes some time and practice. Like an athlete, you're going to have to repeat and rinse and repeat and try to do many different ways. But I'll tell you right now, if you start to think about your time in as far as energy, this can return a huge amount, just like a generator, because you're now getting work done. You're feeling like you're getting things accomplished, basically reinvigorating you to do more, and it compounds over time. So hopefully this helps you, gives you some ideas about how to best organize your calendar schedule. Now, if you find that there are different ways of techniques and strategies that you've used, or different concepts or frameworks that, or best practices that work for you, please share down below. I read them from time to time. Let me know what things that work for you. And if you find that you would like support and more help, please reach out. I'm more than happy to help out. And if you find this even more helpful for some of your colleagues or for people that you work with, please share this and like and comment and subscribe. So thank you so very much, and happy productivity.